We've got ourselves a new target, so let's go figure this out. Hey everyone, Derpy here, welcome back to another Battle Pirates video. Level 163 is probably the best target for most people to hit in the Forsaken mission if they don't want to grind. And I'll be going through here, actually watching my fleet pretty much auto this thing while I do give some narration tips and other important things. I've actually found that me driving this target, I do worse than me autoing. I can't explain it, maybe I'm just really good autoing. First of all, let's take a look at these mortars. Maybe if you notice closely, you'll see I have some slightly bluer mortars as well as the normal black one. These are the limited ones that I did get in the raid. They're not that much better on paper, but in practice, I think it's actually going to be pretty important, because they have higher projectile speed. So I can hit those turrets just slightly earlier and maybe kill them before they get their next volley off, which should be pretty important against things like these brimstone missiles, which is the one I'm going towards right now. It just helps do damage a little bit more quickly. And again, equip those on your upgraded ships and not your flagship first. I expect we'll see 5 in like every event, every PvE event from now until these fleets are long beyond obsolete. I'll probably get them as long as I do have the extra points. Now this Autopath is actually pretty good here. You can see it started out and killed the stuff on the right, probably took no damage, then moved towards the left. Should have taken no damage from the mortars, but did take a few shots from the brimstone. Then against these vulture missiles that are not behind walls, you are forced to take damage. If you were driving, getting this brimstone down earlier here is the way to go. And by the way, I'm not running a crew. I do have a few upgrades done. You can see I have my flagship at U2, one other ship at U2. So I have one ship, the flagship at U2, and 2 regular ships are at U2. Basically, the fleet's a little bit upgraded, but not anything excessive and not anything crazy. I'm just slowly going to be going through this one, prioritizing the flagship during the second raids of every cycle, or actually the first raid of every cycle, when I don't have to build something new. So, for example, during the last raid, my Cloudbreaker Everest was upgrading. Anyway, this target is about finished here, and the damage looks pretty low if you pay attention. There's also not a huge amount of difference between the ships. I really can't tell that the U2 upgrade is actually that helpful. It isn't really that much better. I might have to do a more in-depth thing on that. Let's shift our focus to talking about the points. This target does pay out, I think it's 13,000 points or something like that. It's a pretty, it is 13,000 points. And I generally get 25 minutes to 30 minutes repair, which might actually be instant in base if I go click through some things. This turns out to be better points for repairs or just staying on map than any of the other targets, than the 172 or the 182. The 135 is better as you can hit this thing for instant repair. It's about 4 minutes repair with my fleet. So it is better to do the 135s if you want to hit like 24 targets, but I can hit around 11 of these things and be done. I'm not quite sure if I can get through that on just one sitting though, one fleet. I'll have to try that in a little bit. But this 163 is probably the best target for most people who don't like grinding to hit in the current FM. And by the way, the siege armors we're getting, we probably need 2 of each type across 5 ships, so 10 of each type total would be a safe number to go for. Here is the battle report. As you can see, explosive damage is about 1/3 of what's actually taken, and 2/3 of what are taken are penetrative. So the brimstones are probably doing most of the damage here. Damage taken is 24 minutes, which is pretty close to instant repair in base if it's not instant in base. So you can auto things and instant repair if you want to, and if you drive like me, your damage might actually go up, which is why I didn't really do any driving in this video. Here's the build I'm using. As you can see, the flagship is an anti-mortar ship. Then the other 4 ships are, all the same build, which is shown here with standard 3 and 3 armors, with upgrades done on 2 of them, but the other 2 are still at U0. Let me know what you think of this video. If you have any suggestions, comments, feedback, if there are other videos you want to see, go ahead and leave a comment below and I'll make sure to get back to you. And as always, this is Derpy, signing out, helping you be a better pirate.